Hello and welcome to Dark Souls episode 3. So we're at the bonfire where we left off, and we're going to start soul farming. This is probably the first place in the game that you can actually really soul farm. It's quite handy for getting a couple of levels, but I wouldn't recommend doing it, but we're going to just show you anyway. So what you do is you go to the bonfire, you come up here, pop your head out, and the dragon will toast a load of guys. And you're going to get yourself 555 souls, and you can just jump back down and go to the bonfire and repeat. It's not bad, considering, but I prefer the later soul farming techniques. So we're just going to get into the undead parish. Oh. And we're just gonna take these guys down. I'm gonna kick this guy off the edge. Bye bye. And we're about to come up to the first poison, which is these rats you can see over there on the left of the screen. You don't have any antidotes yet though, I'm afraid, so it can be a bit of a pain. Just something to know is over here there's a bit of a sniping spot. You can shoot the dragon's tail. You probably should go back a bit, but if you shoot it enough times and do enough damage, you'll get the Drake sword. Pretty powerful great sword. Unless you've got a really powerful bow though, you're not going to be able to kill him by just shooting his tail, because unfortunately it's just not viable, because he heals when he gets to low health, I think, as a means to prevent that from occurring. So depending upon your resistance and the armor you've got, you really want to be quite careful when you're fighting these guys. Maybe two non-blockable hits and you're pretty much poisoned. Especially at first, if you're going to be going in, the first two rats will both rush you at the same time. This is also the first spot you can humanity farm, as these rats will drop humanity. Not many rats, but if you need humanity, this is the place to do it early on. Anyway, up here is a Dark Knight. Again, he's quite a tough guy. We're going to leave him. There's a cheap trick we can use later on to kill him though. Down there is the gate to the bridge, and there's a bonfire, and there's also a way of joining a covenant, the Warrior of Sunlight Covenant, I believe. But we're going to keep going up here and see what's up here to take on. Cheeky. So you see this giant mecha boar here. I really suggest not taking him on. So go along here and keep you as much distance as you can, but get into this crack, this side here, where you can hopefully... Uh-oh. Coming under multiple enemy fire, this isn't good. Let's get myself into the corner. Uh-oh. That's why you get into this corner. The mecha boar's going to try and kill me. He's a very tough enemy. He's got a lot of armor, but there is a really easy and cheap way to kill him early on. You do find some of these later on, and there's no easy way of killing them. You have to fight them, but later on you're going to be much more equipped. Although he's a bit better equipped as well. So he's just standing there, looking a bit mad. Just gonna check that they can't hit me. I'm gonna try and kill this spearman by luring him out, because these crossbowmen can make it a real big pain when there's two of them. Whoops, that was meant to be a kick. So I'm just going to finish one of these crossbowmen off with my soul arrows. No, he's not gone. But he's down there, which is fine. Gotta be careful here not to fall. It would be disastrous. So, especially if you're using a mouse, be very careful not to auto-aim onto another enemy and get totally ruined. You're going to be wary of this swordsman who's going to be coming up behind you. Anyway, here's a drop called the Alluring Skull, which... Here's the swordsman. Which, if you use it, will attract certain monsters to it. You can see there's some flaming bodies here. And they're looking pretty... pretty dangerous. I'm thinking if you run into that, you're gonna get hurt badly. Obviously, this guy is a giant armored boar, but we're still gonna throw it, and we're gonna watch him burn. So you can see he takes quite a bit of damage. Not the greatest amount, but we've got some more. And this here is the basis. Oh. There we go. I wonder if he's dropped. No, he's not. They can drop a cool helmet. It's a very good helmet, but it weighs a lot. Anyway, that flaming body there is the basis for killing the Dark Knight here. You can really, you can cheap shot him. Oh, he's got another healing. So, yeah, these guys are pretty tough to beat, but you can always work a strategy around getting them, and I don't need any more of those alluring skulls. So yeah, it only normally takes 2, maybe 3, but you've given 4. So you got ample room. Got another lovely view here. I do really like the views in this game. So now we're going to go through. We're going to forget the Dark Knight, but if you do want to fight him, all you do is lure him down the stairs, and then you can get behind here, hold your guard up and let him attack, and he'll just land in the fire. He often does land and attack though, so you do really want to get a powerful 100% physical resistance shield. Down here it's not too bad. You just got to watch out for the traps. You can see there's a couple of guys who are waiting around the corners for me. So, really, you want to just play it safe, play it carefully, and get through. Be wary of the hollows. Yeah, I got that part. So up here, you see they're just waiting, and then they both come down. So if I fall back, I can just soul arrow one, and I can just take him easily. I think there's one more, yeah. There's a drop down there. So we'll see what that is. Mystery key. Aha, that's good. That's the it's a key, it's a mystery. We'll find out later what it does. I'll tell you when we get to the point. Maybe we'll get to him today. We'll see. And once you've gone up here, you can open a shortcut. Oh no, there's a drop there. I'm gonna grab that. You can open up a shortcut, which means you won't have to go through this area again. It's kind of just a trap, but it's nice not to come back here. Oh, that's okay. You just got to be careful on these beams, and you can walk it. I've forgotten about this one. So, you can go up here and you can jump down onto the floor there. And I believe there's just it's quite a tough enemy here. I'm just gonna solar him a couple of times. Oh, that's not good. He's definitely a very tough enemy. Yeah, I'm just gonna solar that guy because he is quite tough. And here is the Knight Shield. It's just slightly better than the Hollow Shield, but the problem with it is that it weighs a heck of a lot more for the tiny gain you get. So it's not really worth it, if you ask me. Because you could easily get a much heavier armor or go out as a lighter fighter. So this Hollow Soldier Shield weighs 1 or something, or half. This thing weighs 3.5. So evidently, for the gains, it's not worth it. Up ahead here, it's going to be a trap. It's going to be a tough soldier, and there's going to be it's a different, slightly different type of soldier. It's going to be a spearman. So I think the soldier didn't see me, but I'm going to let this spearman come to me, because I don't really want to take them both on. I didn't want to get flanked, especially by a spearman. He seems a bit reluctant to actually fight. I'll just hit him with a soul arrow. There we go. Anyway, this tough guy's gonna be here. There he is. He's got quite, he's a boulder, I believe. Ah, darn it. So you want to be quite careful. This guy can really hurt you a lot. Hopefully I've got him weak now. I can kill him. There we go. These guys are quite good. They drop nice. They have nice drops like Titanite and things. So I could go down here, and I believe this there's one hollow here. There's a way of opening a shortcut. Yeah. I'm going to open this shortcut. So you can open this gate and you never need to go there again. And we've just found what's known as the basement key. And that's the key that lets us go to the lower undead berg. If we so desire. There's a nice halberd there. Through here. Oh, he's already come after me. That's not good. I didn't intend for that to happen. There's a couple of these guys, another of the different type of tough soldier, and then there's a couple of different tough enemies. At the back of this altar, there's a big Baron Kite Knight. He's very tough. He's not too hard to beat with mage, and he's quite slow, and you can flank around him, but he's got a very powerful hit. And then on the ledge above and behind, so if you rush in there, this caster's going to hit you. This caster's quite good, but he's a real big pain to deal with because the caster he can boost the power of all these hollows. There's a group of about 15 of them, and they all get like extremely massively boosted stats like speed and damage. So they're quite a lot harder to beat. Anyway, I'm gonna lure this guy out. The good news is we're about to reach a bonfire, and the Baron Kite Knight and the caster don't respawn. So what I'll do is I'll lure the Baron Kite Knight out, take him out, and if I need to I'll restock on supplies before I go on to the fight. There's also a blacksmith, so we can improve your weapons with the Titanite that we talked about earlier, and he'll sell you stuff that lets you improve it as well. a real charmer. I reckon my favourite message out of the lot though is amazing chest ahead, and you'll know what I mean when you see him. He's pretty Hulk. So let's light this bonfire and let's get let's see, prepare our equipment, I guess. We'll see what this guy's got to offer. You can kill him, and he will give a. There's the chest. He'll give you a good item. This item that's called the Crest of Artorias. It's worth a lot, but to be honest, he's so good. There is no point in killing him. There's no point whatsoever, because if you do, it's pretty much gonna shoot yourself in the foot. I don't have any Titanite or anything, do I? And I need a special ember. Okay, I can't really do much with this guy yet. Down here's to the forest, and there's a Titanite demon. He's quite tough to beat. You can just run past him and go into the forest, but you don't need to go to the forest at this stage. In here is somewhere you won't unlock until you open bring the both Bells of Awakening, but that's called Sense Fortress. It's a very, very tough area. It's just full of traps, but there are some really brilliant drops in there, including the Gold Covetous Serpent Ring, which boosts your item gains when you kill enemies. The rate at which items drop. Don't think this is going to end well now. I've not got the powerful enough weapon to do this. I'm going to try anyway. Ouch. So, as you can see, although it is partially because I'm using a dagger that's quite weak, I do really need a weapon upgrade. But those tough enemies, they do actually drop Titanite, so you could farm some Titanite off them for some good upgrades. I mean, the only thing you really want to upgrade is your shield and your sword. The other stuff isn't so important. And that's all we've got time for, I'm afraid. So, next time I'm going to take on that Berenkite Knight, the Caster and the Hollows, and also the Dual Gargoyles. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.